Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am Melinda J, and I am here to give you another guided reading. So this guided reading, it consists of a chakra alignment, and by the time you all be watching this will be in the new moon. So I specifically put it towards this day because new moons are all about new beginnings, new projects, new opportunities, and just preparing yourself along the way until the full moon comes to heighten your opportunities and goals that you have had intentions in the new moon to be able to come in fruition as you heading towards that goal, to whatever goal you are going to. So this layout consists of the chakra layout, and it comes from this guidebook here of the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Guidebook. I will be using this tool guide as well as my interpretation of the cards to give you all this good reading. So let's dive right into it. So as stated before, this chakra alignment layout, it consists of each card represents each of the major chakras. Any problems or uncertainty from any chakra can often be traced back to the previous chakra. So say for instance, if we were up in this chakra, if I was talking about an area in this chakra, and there are a couple of areas that are blocked that I interpret this card from, then I would suggest that you come back to the first chakra and see what energy resonates with you and how you can be able to unblock that particular how you can unblock it. That way you can continue to move forward into the process. So of course you have this zigzag. It's intentionally like that because of course you're aligning yourself, and it's a journey and a pathway up to the crown chakra, which is the state of neutrality neutrality. Okay. The state of being neutral and coming into sense of your higher self. So, and also embracing the spirit of the universal consciousness. So as stated before, I draw each card from the wisdom deck, and the pictures that are shown are the true motives, the thought processes, and the challenges in the path ahead. And each chakra position describes the part of your life that associates with each chakra or each interpretation that I do upon each card. So with that being said, let's get on to it. So the first chakra is the base chakra, of course. And the base chakra consists of what is the current state that you are in and sourcing from, and what will require you growth in order to sustain your true intentions. And then the second card is your emotional stage, the sacral chakra. And of course it's the color orange, and it represents your true feelings, what is attracting or repelling your desires, revealing levels of emotional discipline, your ability to sit with your feelings, and what is important, what is supporting or blocking you emotionally. And then we're going to go to the third chakra, which is your solar plexus chakra, and that entails of the intellect and what is on your mind. Your intellectual processes, are your thoughts supportive or are they challenging? And addressing the ways to clear shopping for focuses, reveal hidden energy, and also family habits that are blocking you from moving forward. And then the fourth chakra is the heart chakra, consists of green, and that is the path of the heart and what is revealed and pivotal to your journey. There are also ways to free yourself from past emotional obligations, hidden agreements, and what hinders you to will also be present, will show within the card or the interpretation as I go along, and what must be healed in order to move forward to the fifth chakra, which is blue. Not the third eye, that's the next chakra ahead. But blue consists of your throat chakra and how you express and communicate to others. It reveals barriers to clear communication, any gaps between what you want and what you really want, and shifting your inner reality to affect your external reality. So you can either express yourself verbally or letting your work do the expressing itself. Then we move on to the purple, the sixth sense, the third eye chakra. It consists of inner compass and how you are using intuition. Also concealed family issues that will also hold you back will reveal in itself in this particular card, and it refers to your intuitive gifts and may reveal your purpose. And then lastly, it is the last chakra, the neutral chakra, which consists of the true spirit and the card of results, revealing the outcome that depends on your ability to work through the three aspects, which is the darkness or the subconscious, the dawn or what is called what is currently happening, or the light, which is calling all of with the highest calling of the card. So the three aspects are the darkness, the dawn, and the light. So let's start off with this first chakra, shall we? This is the current state that you are in right now. If it resonates with you, that's great. If it doesn't, don't force it. So if it doesn't resonate, then let it fly. Okay, let it fly if it doesn't resonate. But if it resonates, take it to consideration and see how you can heal in order to move on to the next phase, so you can be able to serve your higher purpose. All right. So the first chakra is perfection. And the imagery that is depicted in this card is righteous raspberry. So we're going to go right on to the righteous raspberry part in this book. And it says, have the same high standards for myself as I have for others. The legend is Raspberry needs no makeup to accentuate her exquisite features, but she wears it anyway. She is a perfectionist. She speaks the truth at all times, believing that she is helping others by sharing her truth, while statements such as your child is overweight are honest. They make others avoid her. Lonely, she seeks the advice of her favorite elderberry, who teaches her that honesty without kindness is cruelty. Her new vulnerability allows her to see the beauty in others as well in herself. So, in this picture, you see her without makeup here, and then you also see her, it's almost like she is in heightened herself whenever she wears makeup and she's able to speak. And as she is down here in this state, you see the blue that she's wearing. So of course she wants to express something on her mind when it comes to when it comes to the throat chakra. Of course, like I said, you can express by word or you can express by your work. But also, as she is wearing makeup in the bigger stage, she's able to express herself and, tell it like it is. But in reality, the thing is, are you wanting to look good and have compassion for others? So you got to know when to hold and know when to fold, okay? So the goal is for this is to remain kind and unattached to the outcome. Don't try to strive for perfection, because if you keep trying to strive for perfection, you're just going to keep finding every flaw that is along the way that you just can't get over. So it's best to go ahead and speak your mind as you are. Be authentically true and unapologetically true to who you are, in the present. And you don't have to, save face or, get all dolled up to just prove a point. You could just prove your point while you're in your regular self. So we're going to move on to the second one. The second one is service. So in this depiction here, you see an elderly that is on her deathbed, and then you have an individual here that is holding her hand, and then you have the other two over here that it seems like they're not there with her presently, but they're with her in spirit. So let's go ahead and look what it's talking about on the service part, because it is dealing with how you your emotions. So let's go ahead and see. And it says service, Honey Adams. Honey Adams is the lady in the picture. So Honey Adams loved her 3 children very much and had a rewarding family life, though sometimes she regretted never finding a career outside of home. At the end of her life, she realized that this is failure and was not a failure at all. She achieved something more important, and which is passing on legacy of service to her daughter Franny. Being a mother is a great accomplishment. So the inspiration is, are you seeing your life as it really is? Though we may wish things to be different, often we create just what we need. This is an opportunity to look at where you are at today, give up what you think you deserve, and start being of service. So the personal question for this is, how does the idea of service inspire me? How does the idea of service inspire you? And how can you make the most of the present moment? And what can you give? What can you give to somebody emotionally? So overall, what this the picture is depicting is steadfast ability to stay on the course emotionally and create something sustainable and lasting. And so when it comes to service, are you leaving something behind, like a legacy, generational wealth, or are you just sulking around in guilt? So how would you give? For example, a housewife. As many back in the day, most housewives, they stay home, take care of the children, take care of household, and most of the time they do not find a career outside of what they're doing at home. So you don't want to lose your identity as you're being a housewife, or if you're being a single mother. Find something that you can put service into and maybe or maybe not, it'll lead into some generational wealth or a legacy that you leave behind. It's not always the material things that you leave behind. Sometimes, if not most of the time, is also how you contribute yourself to society that withstands the material things in the legacy. So yes, with that being said, how can you make the most of the present situation? And how can you give? That is the question that you want to ask yourself when it comes to your emotional state. On to the third card, we have your intellect. How do you think? How do you process things? And how would you maneuver? So the third card consists of prayer. As the saying, so pray about it, and then leave it up to the good old Lord to do his work. So the prayer card consists of cool lemonade. At the top it says, my prayers are answered. The legend is an old man sits on his porch with his grandson sipping lemonade and reminiscing. He wanted to be a traveling preacher. He'd been all set to leave home, but his father reminded him to pray for guidance. That very night, his father had died, and the man realized that spirit was telling him to stay. Now his grandson appreciates the lemonade, and the old man smiles. He never regretted staying on the farm. The inspiration is cool lemonade is a reminder that there's always a plan. If you were sidetracked from your path, then you'll be guided back to your true calling. And your personal inquiry is, if my most powerful thoughts are a form of a prayer, how can I live an active prayer? So with that being said, all that in a nutshell is inquiry and original thoughts are inspired by the angels in lemon yellow. Cut through the face of the truth and surrender to a higher calling. There is collaboration here and a willingness to change one's mind. Try letting go of control. So, okay, in this picture here, I'm going to bring it up close to you all. You see two lemons. And since they were talking about the son and the father, it has two lemons here. And once you slice those lemons, of course, you make lemonade. So they're not physically sitting on the porch, but you can see coincidentally they have two lemons here on the table here, representing the father and the son. And then as they're sipping on lemonade and gazing upon the sky, you have one vision of the son that wants to be a traveling preacher. Hence, the city buildings on this pathway leading through the forest or some scenery, greenery, into the hills of the city life, the metro city life. And then you have this path here that's just, subtle, but also farm setup, to where, the father was like, you're better off staying the course, staying back and see how things roll out. So with that being said, even though you have one dream here and you have another purpose, your soul purpose ahead of you on the other side, sometimes you have to let go of control, pray about it, let go, and let God handle the situation. Let go and let God guide you to what your soul purpose is. And of course, stay along the course. And if you feeling blocked from this area, if you still feeling blocked from this type of area, of course, go on to the previous card here of service and tap into what what was stated before with the service. How can you give? How can you give? How can you give? All right. So the next card is the heart chakra, and it consists of the grieving card. So the grieving card consists of, we're going to flip to the page and see what it's about. See what the legend is about. It says, grief is love without a place to go. Penelope and Pickle are the legends in this particular card. Penelope is the girl here, meets Pickle, which is her dog, is the puppy when she is at college. They go through everything together. When the day comes much later for Mother Earth to call Pickle home, he dies in Penelope's arms. Her friends are hard on her, suggesting that she should just get over her pet's death. Penelope knows she loves Pickle deeply and is simply in grief. Loving Pickle was worth every moment of sadness. When she is ready, she will love again. The inspiration for this is Penelope and Pickle reminds us that what we reveal, we can heal. Give yourself time, you will love again. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. Personal inquiry is lingering grief preventing me from progress? What can I see in my heart? And if you want to meditate on this portion, all cards has a meditation portion, but specifically grief, because it's hollering at me, because it consists of your heart. And sometimes your heart, you can make decisions on based on how you feel instead of just logically going through the motions. So if you want to meditate on this grieving card, it says close your eyes and allow cleansing white light to wash over you. Invite someone you miss into the light. Feel the happiness this moment provides. Tell them how much you miss them and let them tell you the same. Create space for another visit in the future if you wish. And all that in a nutshell, it says Pickle represents the strength of character inherent in true love. This card heralds a deep caring and ability to heal and love again. However deep the pain or hard challenges you face, troubled times denote smooth sailing. So let's take a look at this picture here. You see Miss Penelope here, and you see her dog that is grieving. You know, her heart, it looks like a pendant here, but it gives you the depiction of her heart is just crying out because, you know, this dog has stayed by her side all throughout college. And you know, if you're a college student, because I was one once, there are some troubling times when you're in college. You're getting to know yourself a little bit more. You have another sense of freedom. You're trying to make new friends from the previous friends that you had in high school. And it's just a whole lot of scenarios going on in college, and you just want to succeed, and you just want to be present and also have that achievement of graduating in the end. So just imagine her losing this particular figure, this pivotal figure in her life that has really came to her when, you know, she was going through her things in college, and that was her emotional support. And hence the dove here in the corner. Zoom up a little bit. There's the dove right here. And the dove signifies, of course, purity, and there is life after death. So with that being said, when it comes to healing in the grieving card, this is what you should do is, you know, whenever, I'll say this, when it comes to grief, because There are different stages of griefs, and everybody process grieving differently. You cannot tell anyone how to grieve. That's number one. And number two is it takes time to heal. So allow that person to heal, and allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to feel whatever emotion that is coming your way whenever you grieve, and allow yourself to feel that. And whenever you release that, then of course you start that process to heal. And I can say it does get better. You are going to have your days, but at the same time, time heals. Time heals, and there's no end point when it comes to grieving. So with that being said, let's go on to the next card. There is no such thing as a deadline for grieving. Everybody process grief differently. I think I just had to say that off out of my heart, because as of last year, everybody has been going through some parts of death, whether it was close to a person close to them, or a family member, a close family member, a close friend, a co-worker, or someone that you just or even a stranger that you just met, and they end up passing away unexpectedly. I mean, you just don't know. So allow yourself to feel those emotions. I cannot stress that enough. Allow yourself to feel those emotions, and don't be afraid to talk to somebody, especially a professional, to handle your grieving moments, because it is important. Mental health is important. It's everything. Okay, so number 5, the 5th chakra, which is your throat chakra, consists of communication, and it's the quest card that came out when I was shuffling the deck, and we're going to go over to that. And it says, when I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. Miss Patriot, the oldest woman in town of Blue, decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy Trail that no one has dared tread before. The wise youngster points out that the swamp has vanished and the path she seeks is already before her. Miss Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere, but is in here and now. As Miss Patriot travels home, the Navy Trail stretches out before her. The inspiration behind this is, you may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space for self-discovery. It is time to take a risk. And where my life do I need to walk my talk? All right, so this consists of the Navy Trail, hence the Navy Trail that is in front of the lady here, the pic in this picture. And on this side, you have greenery, and everything is just flourishing. On this side, you have another blue trail here, and it consists of, some I wouldn't even say dark, but it's some sort of darkness depicting in that picture on the side. And then you have the little boy here that's telling her, hey, nobody has went across that particular trail. So what makes you different? And, she told him, she's going to walk her walk, walk her talk. So overall, at this card at a glance, it says Navy combines the blue of communication with darkness of the unknown, allowing us to discover the truth. Where there is bravery here and ability to face the truth head on. So yes, as I stated before, you have this picture here that is light. Everything is Everything is vibrant, growing, and over here you have some sense of darkness. The greenery is not green, of course. It's brown, different shades of brown. And of course, if you want your quest, when you're on a quest, when you're on a journey, you are seeking the truth. Overall, you're seeking the truth. And it takes bravery to do that. Not everybody's gonna be along the trail. Some people you're gonna have to leave behind. As you can see, the little boy is trying to tell the lady, hey, nobody's been there. But it takes one person to make that leap of faith, to take that journey. And if the person's gonna come with you, fine. But if not, that is your time to shine. That is your time to move forward and see what life has to offer you. So don't be afraid to take that risk, take that leap of faith, and find the truth. To try to find that truth of whoever or whatever you're seeking on your journey. Because my channel consists of self-discovery, so I'm discovering something every day. All right, so the next card is the 6th card, and it consists of the sixth sense, aka the 3rd chakra, and it is the balance card that came out. The legend in this is emancipated periwinkle, and it represents the unknown. So the card at glances says, this card may indicate reluctant to change. You may be hesitant because of the past, but what doesn't mean you should be hasty. Weigh all sides before moving forward. This can mean the start of a relationship, but also proceed slowly when you do start any type of relationship, whether it's business or personal. Go slow on it. Take it slow, like John Legend. Take it slow. It says, I must create before the opportunity disappears. Periwinkle is a small town theater actor with big time talent. An agent arrives in town and is quite impressed with young Periwinkle. She offers him a contract and he drops everything that once mattered to him to be available for fame, feeling sure that his big break is coming. He alienates his loved one. He signs a contract with the agency, but there's no jobs. He is told he must wait for the right one. He learns that waiting for a dream is not as powerful as loving a reality. The inspiration is running towards something may chase it away. Be wary of being deceived by your own desires. The personal inquiry is I take with me wherever I go. Is there a part of my life that may be out of alignment with who I am? So as you can see, this picture, you have the individual that is an actor, and then you have 3 people down here that is mad. Oh my goodness, let me pull it up for you all. They are upset, and to their own right they are. However, he is doing whatever he wants to do. I mean, there was an offer put forth to him, so he took the offer. However, he just put all his eggs in one basket. But once you do that, you got to find a balance between that. So even though he had everybody in his ear, and he was reluctant to change, he just said, what the heck? Okay. But he didn't weigh all the sides. Sometimes whenever you are, when there's an opportunity that presents to you, and it may be 2 job offers, it may be 2 loved ones that you're in cahoots with, you have to weigh all the options out. Sometimes you do have to weigh your options out before you take that next step, because if not, something could be You can easily take one offer and it ends up not being what you expected compared to the other offer that could be something that you were expecting. So before you even take any steps forward, you have to weigh all the options out. Be strategic. It's good to take risks, but be strategic with it. That's what I should that's what I'm getting at. Be strategic on the plan and have some sort of balance that helps you along the way. That way you won't be teeter-tottering everywhere trying to save face and all. So take things slowly. It's good to take risks, but take it slow. Be strategic. Lastly, we have the Destiny card. And, oops, sorry, y'all. It's the Destiny card. And it's in the neutral part of the chakra. But it also represents the crown chakra area that embraces the spirit of all universal consciousness. And it entitles to the aspect of our collective being, and also receiving messages from spirit that are detached from human worry and higher minded thinking that happens when we align with spirit, and being able to make conscious choices. This is the card of mastery. This is when you have hit the peak of your journey and you're able to go, you're able to serve your higher self. All right, so the Destiny card consists of, go to this handy dandy guidebook, black and white, hence the people in black and white that are knelt down before the spirit guides, the master teachers. And it says, together we are stronger than alone. In other words, we are better together than alone. It says, black and white are in heaven waiting to go back to earth yet again to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appealed to the council of great spirits who turned down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together, they could accomplish greater things than they could have done alone. The inspiration is take the risk, as I stated before, between these two. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? And the personal inquiry is, what tools do I need to form in my own destiny? And am I ready for my destiny? Are you ready? Are you ready? So, the card at glance, it says, black is the shade that demands to be taken seriously. As it absorbs all the colors, black emits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together, they balance and create. You'll be guided by your angels to what is best for you and all concerned. So, all in a nutshell with this card is take a risk. Take the risk. Take the risk because you are always protected. You're always protected and guided by your ancestors. And if you need, or if you are seeking an answer, don't be afraid to ask. As it says in the meditation part, see yourself before the council of great spirits and make a request. Because once you make a request, hence the prayer card here. Once you make that request, your prayers will be answered. And in this picture here, you can see the black figure, and over here in the corner. You can see the black figure here looking at the white figure like, hey, please. You can see him in looking at the white seriously. And you can see the two guys here like, okay, let's see what they're going to come up with. Let's see how they're going to handle this. But at the same time, if you look real closely to this, you can see them locking together, their arms locked together like, we can do this. So don't be, go ahead and take that risk. And because you're always guided and protected. And along the way, if you are stumbling or if you stuck, all you have to do is ask. That's what the guides want you to do. Just ask for guidance and they will give it to you. Ask and you shall receive. So lastly, I'm just going to summarize all these cards up. Overall, it said, overall, this is what I put together. Remain kind and attached to an outcome. Nobody is perfect. Continue to ground yourself and be open enough to stay the course emotionally to create something sustainable and lasting. Leave a legacy behind. Try letting go of control. If you honor your pain, it will change your life. And what we reveal, we can heal with this card. So be sure to honor your pain when it comes to the grieving card. If you are grieving in this process or if you have grieved before, keep in mind, this is timeless. So please honor your pain. I cannot stress this enough, y'all. Honor your pain. And once you do, what is revealed, it can heal. Discover the truth with this quest card and allow yourself the space to discover, for self-discovery to take place. And don't forget to take risk, because waiting on the dream is not as powerful as living in the moment. And be sure to move slowly, logically, and strategically. And lastly, you are guided and protected by your angels and dare to have your life the way you want to live. So, with that being said, you guys, I hope you like this reading. If this resonate with you, go ahead and like the video. If it doesn't resonate, don't push it, y'all. Don't push it if it doesn't. Before I got rudely interrupted by my camera, like I said before, if the message doesn't resonate, don't force it. Just come back next time because I'll be doing more readings for you all. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.